Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. My name is Lauren, if you can remember that. Anyways, I wanted to talk to you guys today about something that's very special to me and very close to me. As you know, I am a traveler. I've been traveling for 8 years consecutively, so pretty much non-stop. I've been to over 65 countries, every continent, except Antarctica. It's on my list, but I am a Florida girl and it is very cold, so I'm warming myself up, literally speaking, to try and get there. So today what we're going to do is we're going to talk about my top favorite 10 countries. This is a question I get asked a lot by a lot of people. Which are your favorite countries since you've been to so many? Which one do you enjoy the most? Which ones stand out the most? And that's what I'm going to talk to you guys about today. It's just easier answering like this than in thousands of messages, as much as I would like to. But anyways, the whole point is going to be just talking about top 10 favorite. So we'll get into it. Hey guys, thanks for watching today's video. If you want to see more from us, make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Number 10, I'm gonna put Dubai. Dubai is in the United Arab Emirates, and it is a country in the Middle East. The reason I put this on my list was, first of all, I actually lived in Dubai. Fun fact, I've lived there for about 3 months over a period of 2 times, and I really enjoyed this city and this country. United Arab Emirates is the country, Dubai is the city, but this is my favorite city, I would say, and the whole country is great. So you can visit Abu Dhabi, which is also very famous. It's not very far, about an hour away driving. And the reason I put this at my top 10 is because it's a very safe country. And what I like about Dubai is that you can go there and experience Middle Eastern culture, which is very interesting to me. Being from the Western world and being from the United States, I find it very interesting, Arabic culture. And this is a place you can go in the Middle East and get that culture, and it's very safe and it's very beautiful, and it's basically like a huge, beautiful city in the middle of a desert, so you can have all the luxury and beautiful things of Arabic culture, and have nice restaurants and beautiful shows. And you can also go do safaris in the sand and go camping in the desert. So it's kind of got like 2 really cool components that I don't think you can get anywhere else, and all along with being very safe to travel to. So that's why I put Dubai and United Arab Emirates at my number 10. Hungary is a beautiful country, and Budapest in particular is one of my favorite cities because it is, first of all, in Eastern Europe, so it's an Eastern European country. I don't know if you guys have heard of it before, some people have, but you'll hear a lot of hype when you're traveling through Europe. When I visited there, I was already traveling through Europe, which I usually do every summer for like the past 8 years. I spent about 6 months traveling through Europe, so it wasn't one that was on my list beforehand. It's not, I think, one of the most popular ones. It's not like Spain or Greece or Italy that you hear about all the time, Germany, UK, etc. But it was one that I heard a lot about from other travelers. You have to go, you have to go, you have to go. So I decided to follow the hype, and I was very happy that I did because it is a beautiful country, very nice people, extremely cheap, and there's a lot of culture and a lot of history. Europe is actually my favorite continent for that reason, is because of the history. There's so much history and it's so beautiful, so much different culture in a short period of times. You can travel from one country to the next within an hour, sometimes in a plane or a train or a bus. So well developed. So that's just a little bit about Europe and Hungary and Budapest. And one very fun fact for all those beer drinkers out there, the beer is like 10 cents to 25 cents if you go out to a bar, and you can find it for that depending on, you know, what their like happy hour is. Just regularly though, even not in happy hour, you can find beer for 25 cents, like a whole pint of it, you know, from the draft or, you know, bottled beer. They have all kinds of options. But if you're a beer drinker, I'm not a huge drinker, but in Budapest, you got to drink the beer, you know? So that is a really fun thing to do if you're into that. City walking, European cities are mostly walkable, especially the capital. So you can go on like beer hopping tours and things like that for the low, very cheap. So that's my number 9, Budapest, Hungary. So my country number 8 is gonna be Dubrovnik, Croatia. So Dubrovnik is actually the city and Croatia is the country. So I'm giving you specific cities inside of countries. Some are just going to be general countries, but I wanted to let you know of the places I specifically visited. When I went there, I actually didn't even know about Dubrovnik either. It was one of those spur of the moment cities. I went to Split, I went to Hvar, which is an island that's beautiful off of the coast of Croatia mainland. And Dubrovnik is all the way at the bottom of Croatia. Now this is in Europe again, and one of the reasons that I really was surprised by Dubrovnik and really liked it was because it is such a beautiful, like almost ancient city where there's a huge castle that's very well preserved from a long time ago, ancient times, and you can actually walk inside the city walls, the castle walls, and inside is like this beautiful hidden city, and everything is so well preserved, so clean, so well taken care of. They actually filmed location there for Game of Thrones, for my Game of Thrones fans. But I loved it because it is Europe, first of all, and it was just such a nice surprise. And I had this beautiful little hotel that I booked on the top of the mountain because it's like a mountainous area on the sea, and I could overlook the ocean, and it was beautiful. And I don't know, I just really enjoyed it. It's actually the ocean, not the sea, but it's the Mediterranean, and it was so beautiful. And I definitely think it's a place that if you're over there or you're looking for somewhere to go with beauty and culture and history, and you're into Game of Thrones, maybe that's a plus. That is definitely a top place on my list, and that's why it made it number 8. Cuba. So I actually traveled to Cuba twice. I liked it so much. I went once for a visit, and I did Havana, and then I went to a couple other cities that were more rural, and it was so just like cool and so different, especially being an American citizen. I found it so different and so unique, and that's why it's made my list at number 7, because I feel like it's just an experience that you don't get anywhere else. The way the lifestyle there, the way the people are, they are very friendly and hot, and things are like always, it's Cuba, you know what I mean? It's in the Caribbean, so it is just a place where things are always happening, always moving. There's all day, all night, something going on, lots of live music and dancing, and a lot of good energy there. But mainly I would say Cuba as a whole, the country, is a great place to travel to, just because of how different it is from the rest of the world, and just the way they live it's always something surprising. It just, you walk around, you're just like, wow. And I had to go back after I left the first time. It wasn't long enough, so actually a week later I went back to the US, and then I went back to Cuba. Number six, I'm gonna put New Zealand on the list. New Zealand is one of those countries that's just like, you can't even believe it exists. That's how I feel. When I was there, it is definitely, out of all the countries I've been to, out of 65 countries, it is the country I would say that is the safest, the friendliest, tourist traveling wise. Like, you have nothing to worry about. It's just like such nice, friendly place. It makes it just really easy to travel. So I think that's why I put that at number 6, just because of the friendliness, the ease of travel, the ease of everything, everyone is so friendly, so nice. It's just beautiful. Everything is green, and I don't know, you hear the birds singing all the time, and it's just like this little paradise. You feel like this is the place you want to raise your kids. So number 5 is Morocco. Maybe surprising to some, but I love Morocco for several reasons. First of all, it is in the north of Africa, so if you visit Morocco, you're hitting Africa, the continent. The reasons I really like Morocco is because culturally, it is very different. It is Arabic country, so it is very different, very unique. There's some things that you need to know and research before, so you go and respect their religious views, and things work differently there than maybe in a Western country, so something to keep in mind. But I love Morocco again because first, the culture is amazing. It's so different, so unique. The buildings are beautiful, and just like everything is with Muslim Arabic influence, so you'll see a lot of mosques, which are beautiful, huge mosques, very famous.